Well, that's the picture, as I see it.
As usual, my dear, you see things very clearly. I must do something if I can. Come in. I can.
I'm sorry. I was told you'd be alone, Mr. Gifford.
He's going to be. Please come in. Shall I send in cocktails?
Never mind, Evelyn. We'll join you presently.
I wanted to speak to you.
You're looking lovely, as usual.
Thank you. Jerry tells me you're announcing your choice tonight.
Yes, that is my unpleasant duty.
Unpleasant?
I have to disappoint two excellent men.
I came here to talk to you about Jerry. As you may have noticed, he's an extremely modest man.
I don't consider that a weakness.
I do wish he'd try to sell himself more. Sometimes I have to do it for him. He has so many fine qualities that perhaps you've overlooked.
I assure you I haven't overlooked a thing.
Then you like him?
Very much. He's my favorite.
So you've already made your choice?
I have.
Will you be perfectly honest with me? Have I influenced you in any way in your decision?
Most definitely.
May I kiss you for that?
Certainly may.
I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Gifford. And I'm sure there'll be many opportunities for me to prove that to you.
But why should you be grateful to me?
Because you told me you'd selected Jerry.
I said no such thing.
But you led me to believe
I'm
that...
sorry, Mrs. Talbot. You led yourself to believe.
You said Jerry was your favorite.
He is.
Then why aren't you giving him the job?
Mrs. Talbot, I've studied your husband much more carefully than I have either of the others. In spite of his great talent, he has a certain handicap, and this handicap will not permit him to give his best to his work.
What handicap? The fact that he won't try to sell himself, that he isn't aggressive enough?
I don't wish to be too specific.
Except to say definitely that Jerry is out.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for telling me, Mr. Gifford.
Hi, I was just fixing to come downstairs.
Don't hurry.
What's the matter? You look like you just got hit by something.
Something just hit you.
Me?
You're not going to get the Briggs job.
How do you know that?
Gifford just told me.
Why did he tell you?
Because I was trying to get the job for you.
Carol, I told you before that wasn't your business.
I'd like to know why not. I've helped you get everything else you've ever gotten. Now you've lost the biggest chance you've ever had.
I thought I'd been doing pretty well on my own.
Well, it's about time you knew just how much I've done for you. I've been behind every big deal you've ever made.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Do you suppose that Latham gave you the Dallas agency just because you sold a few second-hand cars? And when Phil Briggs came to Dallas to look you over, well, he looked me over, too. And before he left town, he gave you the whole Southwest District.
My contract for the Southwest District was signed 2 weeks before Briggs ever left New York. So your hospitality to Mr. Briggs was just a little wasted.
I don't believe you.
Briggs must have had quite a laugh at you. And at me. Well, thank God Gifford is too big a man to make that kind of a deal.
Oh, look, Jerry, we both said too much already. This trip has been such a strain. Let's not argue about it.
There's no argument. As far as I'm concerned, it's all settled. It's finished. I've been trying for a long time to save this marriage. Now I realize there was nothing worth saving.
You can't mean it.
Better start packing. I'll tell the others you're not coming down to dinner. I'll make arrangements for you to get back to New York.
You're going to regret this, Jerry.
I don't think so. I'll live and I'll do very well without you. And without your help. Now start packing. Do you intend going back to Texas?
The devil with you and Texas.
You leave Texas out of this.
Thank
Would
you.
you like another cocktail, Mrs. Burns?
Oh, thank you. No, I want to enjoy the wine.
It isn't everyone who has an appreciation of wine. Well, that's quite a creation you're wearing, Mrs. Baxter.
Thank you very much.
Ah, there you are, Talbot, at last.
Greetings. We're well into our drinks.
Will Mrs. Talbot be down soon?
No, I'm sorry to have to tell you she's gone back to New York. She's not feeling well.
I do hope it isn't anything serious.
No, it's nothing to worry about. She has a special medicine, but unfortunately she left it at the hotel.
Will she return?
No.
Tony.
Yes, sir?
Tony, remind me to send flowers to Mrs. Talbot in the morning.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Gifford.
No? I guess it won't.
Thank you.
To a long and happy life. Evelyn, I must compliment you. That was an excellent mousse.
Isn't anyone else going to try the dessert?
I couldn't eat another bite.
I'm sure it's delicious, but
I'm on a kind of diet.
I'm not too hungry.
Except for my sadistic brother, no one at this table has touched one bite of food since we sat down.
Well, I have, Mother. And I can assure all of you the dinner was delicious.
Ernest, you've given us a very bad hour. Why not make the announcement and get it over with?
Very well. I'd like, if I may, to begin with a slight resume of the three gentlemen involved. Baxter, Burns, Talbot. Whether you're the choice or not, be assured that I have a high regard for all of you, and I'd hate to face the task of finding men who could replace you.
Ernest, get on with it.
All right, Evelyn. Baxter, in our discussions, we've disagreed markedly at times, but that doesn't mean you've been wrong.
Oh, I wouldn't be too sure of that, Mr. Gifford. After all, you're much older and wiser.
As I was about to say, Baxter, I like your spunk, and I think you have all the qualifications of a general manager. Burns, you're the type of man a company can point to with pride, up from the ranks and mastering every job we've given you. I'm sure you can do the same thing with the most important job in the company. Talbot, I think you have that X plus that makes a big man big. But there was something that made me doubt that you could ever function successfully as a general manager. A handicap. And frankly, it made me decide against you. I was convinced that you were not aware of this handicap, and I wanted to call it to your attention. An opportunity came my way that gave me a chance to do so. I can only guess at the results, but this much I know. That suddenly you did become aware of it and have the courage to get rid of it. And just as suddenly, I'd found my new general manager. Congratulations.
Isn't anyone going to congratulate the winner? I'm so happy for you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Let me know when I can be of
Thank
any
you
help.
very much.
This is fine with me. I'm not demanding a recount.
I think Mr. Gibbons to be congratulated, too.
Thank you. Anderson, these people are starving. You may start serving dinner again. Ladies, gentlemen. You must be very happy. Jerry, you sit here.
This is Boy, what a relief.
Sid, remind me to tell you. One moment, please. May I propose an after-dinner toast before dinner? To our new general manager and the two brightest stars in his team. May your success continue to keep me wealthy. And to these lovely ladies, already wealthy in charm and grace and happiness. You know, it's a wonderful world. A great, big, wonderful woman's world. That's because men are in it. Thank you.